what's in your mind, and that's why it's like, because what we think about is actually more important than what we do, because when we start thinking about things that we need to change, we might not have changed, but once we start thinking about them, the more we think about them, the more our thought, our belief system starts to download that, and the more we think about it, then we'll begin to act on it. And that's the same thing if you're thinking on doing, if you're thinking of doing some sin or something outside of the will of God. If you think on it, if you keep thinking on it, eventually you're going to move towards your thoughts. That's why, you have to be careful of what you even allow yourself to think on. That's why God be telling us to protect our eye gate and our ear gate, because that's how stuff come in that messes up.
Manifests. It manifests.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you too, the more we feed that flesh, and I'm not even talking about bad things. I'm just saying overfeeding the flesh and not balancing it like with the word. Like if you just like, you done got into watching this, watching that, nothing bad. It could be TV shows, babies, anything. Mm-hmm. But you feeding the flesh. Well, it opens the door when the enemy come knocking, he can blindside you with stuff. And you're like, how did that happen? How did he get in here? I know better than that. What was that? It was because the flesh had an advantage. Mm-hmm. The flesh had an advantage because you were feeding that, and so it was strong. And so when that thing came by, it came like it looked like it got you seeing it. You know what I'm saying, Minister? Mm-hmm. It got you seeing. You're like, how did that happen? Why didn't I see that? But that happens too when you feeding the flesh too much.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and bad company corrupts good manners too.
Oh yes.
Because when you start hanging around, the wrong people who are doing things that are contrary to what you believe, then if you keep hanging around that, you ain't gonna change them; they gonna change you.
And it don't have to be nothing bad. It could just be you hanging around somebody and all they want to talk about is the news.
Yep.
And they come by hearing. And they just say, ooh, girl, that weather's so bad, girl, it's going to be a storm. And, we better get our food up now because and they just going down that rabbit hole with fear tactic after fear after fear after fear, preparing for the worst and thinking the worst, and you saying, "Oh Lord, I don't want to hear this." But really, we can't be hearing all that because faith come by hearing.
Right. We have to protect our minds.
We have to protect it. Like, okay, girl, I'm gonna let you go. I'm not gonna hear all that.
I was trying to find that scripture I had where